Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Chris.
My name is Don.
My name is Damon.
And this is What's Up, Chris, right?
This is What's Up, Chris.
All right.
And we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to this new podcast called What's Up, Chris. And the purpose of this podcast is to basically interview different people like hip hop, R&B, NBA, NFL, and this guy right here.
I'm here because I lost my job Monday, so I'm just reaching out.
And this guy right here.
I'm here because his brother reached out to me and asked me about doing a podcast, and I thought that would be cool.
Y'all ignore that man behind the curtain.
Oh, yeah, that's, yeah, okay.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Anyways, we would like to thank you guys for tuning in to the podcast. We're going to get it started today by interviewing one of the legendary hip-hop group,
Yes, sir.
Digital Underground.
Yes, sir.
So just stay tuned.
Hold up, slow down, baby. I'm trying to holler on that EPMD tip. He asked me if I ever go down, maybe. Hell yeah.
Today on What's Up, Chris, we got Ronald Brooks, a.k.a. Money B, of the legendary hip-hop group Digital Underground. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Money, for doing this interview. And can you just start by letting everybody know what Digital Underground is up to today?
We're up to a lot, really. Obviously, well, not obviously, but right now the touring iteration of the group is myself and Young Hup. You know, we also do music together. We record as Money B and Young Hup, but on stage we are Digital Underground. But at any given show, you know, since Chuck passed and I kind of know what our vision was, you know, any chance I get, I bring up one or two more of the, you know, members of the group, you know, such as like a Mystic or Pee Wee or a Numbskull from the Loonies or something like that. Personally, I'm starting a new podcast with a couple of partners. It's called With the Fellas.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Nice.
Right. And the tagline, obviously, we're entertainment, Web3, and community, right? So obviously my background is with music and entertainment. And then we have Neo Limiter, who is, you know, Web3 genius. Anything that has to do with Web3, blockchain, NFTs, AI, things like that. You know, he pretty much can break it down. And then we have Jake, a.k.a. Eastside Chulo, who, you know, his background is community work, nonprofits, things like that. So what we do is we want to share information to, you know, mostly to the Black and Brown community. Anybody can listen, but, you know, just for our Black and Brown community, a lot of us have always been, you know, left behind when it comes to financial literacy, and we feel like it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. So what we do is want to be informative, but entertaining at the same time. That's what the show is about. Musically, like I said, Money B and Young Up, we're recording, but I'm also working on a Money B solo record.
That's cool, yeah.
I have another group.
Yes, sir.
Another group with a partner of mine from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, named Scott Knox. The name of the group is Mask, M-A-S-K, which stands for Money B and Scott Knox. We got, you know, a couple records in the can that we about to drop. My book, my autobiography, will be coming out this year.
Man, you got a book?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Bro, you asked me what I was doing. That's what I'm saying. I could go on. You know, I manage a young artist named Lil Mikey TMB. He's out of East Oakland, California. He's dope. You know, he got that. So East Oakland, but he got that, you know, that sound of today. You know, so check out Lil Mikey TMB. You know, I'm doing a lot, man. You know, I'm also about to really launch and go hard with my gaming again on my Twitch channel. So if you want to know anything that I'm doing, just always check for me on Instagram, Twitter, or Twitch at MoneyB69. Or check out the Digital Underground fan page on Facebook. You know, because I'm always doing something new. You know, I stay busy, and you know, don't stop.
Yes, sir. That's how you
That's
do
cool.
it, brother.
That's cool.
Yeah, man.
Oh, so Money B, this is Don. I just want to ask you a question about what inspired you to pursue hip hop in the R&B and hip hop game as a youngster.
As a youngster, you know, I've always been around music with my mother and father. You know, always having, you know, the records, Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder,
I can
Marvin
relate to
Gaye, all
that.
that stuff. And just growing up, you know, growing up, it was a joke in our family. They called my mom and dad like the oldest teenagers because they just stayed hip and everything, like
That's
all
crazy.
the disco and all of the, you know, going out. So, you know, as I was coming of age, you know, my dad's bringing home Planet Rock and Message and whatnot. But
That's
really,
a jam, boy.
but really, when I just remember hearing, when I heard Rapper's Delight for the first time, you know,
I can relate to that.
when I was like, you know, 9, 10 years old, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with it. You know, it was new. You know, like I said, I was always around music, but that was something that was new. I could latch onto it. It was something that, you know, it wasn't my parents, it was mine.
Gotcha.
I felt like
Yes, sir.
it was ours. So, you know, I got into it. And, you know, by the time I was like 11 or 12, you know, my older cousins had all the Treacherous 3 and Furious,
I
you
remember
know,
that. Yep.
all those records. And, you know, it was a wrap from there, man. I just fell in love with it.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, hey, Bunny B, man, this is Damon. My question for you, brother, was, you know, Digital Underground was like big, brother. Like you know, that was one of my first albums I brought out on the road with me when I was traveling. So my question would be, how did Digital Underground originate? Who created that? Who came up with that name? Who pulled all the brothers together?
The concept.
Shock G was, you know, it was his baby. It was his creation. I want to say probably came up with the group name probably around 87-ish.
Okay.
In 88, Digital Underground dropped a single, Underwater Rhymes. And at that time,
yes,
it
sir.
was
Yes, sir.
Shock G, you know, the Underwater Rhymes with Your Life's a Cartoon. And at the time, it was Shock G and Chopmaster J, right? And then you had Kenny K, who was, you know, he was Shock's guy. He's a member, you know, he was on that record, but he was saying that he was living in Tampa, Florida. But really, it was Shock and Chopmaster J. And, you know, they were promoting that record at the same time. Myself, DJ Fuse, and Mac Moan, we were a group called Raw Fusion. And we were on the local, you know, like the talent show circuit.
Right.
In Oakland and the East Bay, the Bay Area, just trying to get on.
Yes.
And so we would kind of run into Digital Underground. You know, we would be on some of the same shows.
Okay.
Right. And at the time, Fuse was like the hottest DJ in the Bay. And Digital Underground needed a DJ. And Chopmaster J and DJ Fuse, they had a mutual friend, set up a meeting, and, you know, Fuse, you know, decided, you know, he said he'd be a DJ, but, you know, he got to rock with me. And then I'm like, you know, and Mac Moan was with me. So originally, when we first kind of started rocking with Digital Underground, we would open up Be Raw Fusion. Then when Digital Underground came on, Fuse was DJ for Digital Underground, and I would be like the dancer with Mac Moan and, you know, like the hype man in the back, whatever.
Gotcha.
But I was a member of the group.
Okay.
The first record that I recorded on was Do What You Like in 1989. And that was when, you know, And that's when you started hearing Digital Underground in an
Mhm.
iteration that everybody knew. Us as a real group.
Kept the guys and girls
And
dancing.
Yes,
yep.
yes, sir.
And that's when
Yes,
it,
sir.
you know, he say that's when it happened. You know, shortly after that, we got the deal to record Sex Packets.
Sex
And the rest
package.
is history.
Yeah, man.
Ooh-wee.
Hey,
Now we talking.
so money. What was it? What is the best memory you have of Shock G, and how did you like working on the movie All Eyes on Me?
You know, probably one of my greatest memories of Shock is how happy he was behind the keyboard. You know, he was a musician, and he just
Mm-hmm.
loved to play the keys. You know, anytime he saw a piano or a keyboard, he would sit down at it and just start playing.
Mm.
You know, whether we were in a hotel or we were in a bus station or wherever, you know,
Yes, sir.
if it was a piano, he'd just sit down and he'd start rocking with it.
I'm gonna squeeze a question in there. Was that him on the All Around the World on that piano
Yeah.
solo?
Yep.
That was
Yep.
him. Okay,
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That's crazy.
because that was a cold
On,
look.
it was.
on
Yeah, it
same
was.
song. That was him on Do What You Like. You know,
All right.
he played. He was a player.
I wish I'd have stuck with it. I ain't gonna lie.
Shit.
So, I got a cousin who produced the All Eyes on Me. You probably met him, LT Hutton.
Yeah. That's your cousin?
That's my cousin. Yeah, we all from the go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, he represents Chicago to the fullest.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
LT
He's
is
been
my
in
guy.
Cali about probably 27 years now. I want to count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, LT, you know, and LT is the main reason that I actually was able to play that role
Yep.
in the movie.
Wow. He did his thing.
You know, 'cause,
Wow.
you know, LT had approached me. Shoot, I want to say
We got lips
maybe-
alike, so you'll be able to tell who I am.
And his head
Say
is
what?
bigger though. He got a big head
Yeah.
too. So
I said we got lips
He
alike.
definitely-
I know his lip
he
look like a
definitely-
turtleneck.
See, well,
He definitely got
gotta always
he
talk
definitely
about
got a
black
big
folks'
head.
lips.
Okay, I got another question for you though.
Yeah.
go ahead.
What artists would you love to work with, whether it's hip hop or R&B in the future? That's already in the game.
Anybody? Maybe J. Cole or somebody?
There you go.
Yeah, I like J.
Mhm.
He's
Cole.
a genius at what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's a genius. Okay.
Anybody else out there you'd work with at all?
You talking about somebody that I don't know that I haven't worked with or something like
Yeah,
that?
anybody you think that may be hot out there that you think like, oh man, that might be a fit for us to do something collabo with.
A Beyonce or
Kim
Kim Cole.
Beyonce.
He said,
Kim Cole from Different World. I mean, Living Single.
Kim
anything.
Cole.
I said, who wouldn't want to work with Beyonce?
Right.
Right? For real,
I'll
man.
take that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, you know, I like a lot of artists out there that's rocking I like right now.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Shoot, I don't know.
I think I stumped the weatherman.
Well, hey,
Right.
Jock, man, I got one more question for you, brother. And I was just kind of curious that back in the day when we talk about artists that y'all had collaborated with and got together, how did Tupac actually get involved with you guys? How did that get started?
He was actually signed to the same label that we were on, TNT
Okay.
Records. With he was in a group called Strictly Dope.
Strictly.
Adrian signed Strictly Dope was Tupac. It was Ray Love, who actually went on to have some solo success, and DJ Diz. And when Adrian signed them, he even had Chopmaster J, who was a member of Digital Underground, work on their first demo. It didn't really work out. The group didn't work out, so they disbanded. But Adrian retained Tupac as a solo artist, Now, mind you, they're around us the whole time that we're recording to what's like and making the video and, you know, that whole thing. So they were around, you know, so we were all crew, but he just had his own thing, right?
Okay.
As a solo artist, H was shopping him for a deal, and it was taking a little bit longer than Tupac, I believe, this should have took. So he's getting a little antsy, and H thought that he might lose him back to you know, because Pac was also into social activism, right? So he was going to go just say, man, forget rapping and go back and, you know, join the new African Panthers and just go that route.
Right.
And right around that time, we were just about to, you know, Humpty Dance was taking off, and we were about to go on our first national tour in the United States. And H was like, hey, you know, yeah, Shock and Tupac could go out with us. Because if not, he feared that he might lose them. And of course, we already, you know, Pac was already our guy. And Shock said, of course. And, you know, we brought him out as a member. And, you know, Tupac just took full advantage of every opportunity that presented itself. And you know, the myth is that Tupac was our dancer or our roadie. That wasn't the case. He came out as a member of the group. He just had the responsibilities as a new member of the group. You know, we all used to back up and carry cases and stuff like that. You know, Fuse had to break down the turntables. And anytime that he was on stage dancing, I was dancing because it had to be two people on the side. You know what I mean? It was balanced.
Saw that.
But you never hear anybody calling me a dancer, right?
Right.
Nope.
But he did the same thing. He you know, and there were opportunities where he would be able to get on the mic as well. You know, he used to perform Packet Man with Shock. You know, at parts of the show, he would let us bust, you know, let Pac bust like 8 bars of his own stuff. So there was opportunities, but the way that he really took advantage, like after the shows, we'd be in a hotel, he would just be freestyling. You know, like I said, if it was a piano, Shock was on it, playing it. And while Shock was playing, Tupac was freestyling. So every city we went to, you know, it's always, you know, always the local guys that think they got it want to come and challenge. And Tupac was taking them out everywhere we went.
Hey, I hope you're sharing that in your book, man. That's a good story.
Oh yeah, I go into detail about it.
Okay.
But him and MC Search from Third Base.
Okay.
But you know, Pac, he would just you know, and every time we were out, he was, you know, he's an outgoing person, so he built relationships with all of the groups and people that we were, you know, out with. And, you know, he's a real charismatic person, so people remembered him. He was likable and you know, it worked out.
All right.
Man, you know, I'm thinking I can't wait until one of these guys come out and do a remake, because a lot of these hip hop artists are doing remakes right now for old school hip hop R&B. What song would you like for an artist out there to do as far as a remake of Digital Underground? One like the Humpty Dance. Are you looking forward to somebody, because it's gonna happen? I know it's gonna happen. Because it's getting close.
Actually, there's an artist out of Oakland, a young guy named Guapdad 4000. He's doing pretty well. Him and another artist, Simba, I believe, they did a remake of Freaks in the Industry, but they couldn't clear it they couldn't get the sample cleared. And I thought that was dope. But you know, I'm waiting for somebody to come back with, you know, Kiss You Back or something.
Right.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Money. Well, man, I want to thank you for taking your time out today to do this interview.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you, man. And good luck to everything you're doing now, man. You the man.
Where
Yeah,
are y'all at now, man? Are y'all out doing somewhere?
Yeah, we're in a town called Toppenish, Washington, in Washington State. You know,
Okay.
it's close to Yakima.
Okay.
Mhm.
And we have a show tonight here.
Okay.
And Legends Casino.
Okay.
So if you're in the area, nah.
Yeah, right.
You're not keeping it just west, are you?
Yeah. So you know we're moving around.
Okay.
But thank you guys for having me on.
Hey,
Right, right.
Chris,
Yeah.
if when you guys have this all wrapped up, I'd like a copy of it because I could help promote it through my social media and stuff as well.
All right, we
that
got you,
sounds
boy.
good,
Say
brother.
less. We got
Sounds
you.
good.
Shit. That sounds good to me. Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, this Don.
I
Appreciate you, my brother.
you.
All right.
You got it.
Man.
All right.
Be blessed.
Take care.
You
Peace.
as well.
Thanks, everybody. This is What's Up, Chris. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to the first episode of What's Up, Chris. Peace out.
And this is Don. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Yes,
Big
sir.
Lip.
And this is Damon. Hey, y'all tune in to House of Kings Studios and check this out. All right?
Day
Check us up on them.
Day.
Hey,
I just
Day
wanna
in the
state-
house. It
I
must
just
be
wanna
two
state-
of us because I know somebody
Right.
else in here is wearing my stuff, but I ain't say nothing.
Yeah, man.
I just want to state this man, Chris, is a workaholic. Every time somebody mention work to him, he go have a drink.
I like that. What's wrong with that? Shit. Big head.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah.
All right. Anyways, thanks again for tuning in to What's Up, Chris.
Thank you, everybody.
Finding the sun, girl, that's okay with me.